loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right, 'cause I want to sex you up. Oh, hey, buddy. So what's the drunk show? I'm he. It is the evening edition. Hey, today is Wednesday, 2017. I'm in the park. Still daylight outside. Kind of. Let's talk about sex while it's still kind of beautiful outside. Right now, we're in Chicago. It's about 80-something degrees. It is about 7 o'clock in the p.m., and I'm loving it. We're having some Indian weather, Indian summer. Yeah. So I thought I'd bring out something very hot, spicy, and just downright dirty. Sex. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Y'all ready for this? Good. Because y'all know I can go there. Sex. Now, this is the park here. You know, you're gonna see some of my people out here walking their dogs, quite a bit of them. Okay, you don't get a chance to see this during the day when I do my romance in the park during the day, but it's absolutely beautiful out here. Okay, I might take y'all through the neighborhood as we talk about sex. Now I may have to pass this church door right here. See, there's a steeple right there. I may have to, yeah. I'm going to change my glasses so that I can see y'all's comments too. So I may look like I got bifocals on, but I can't really see y'all with these reading glasses, okay? So let me do this. Ooh, I can see too much here. I can see, some of y'all are old positive. That's how close I can see y'all. I ain't ready for that. Sex. Here's what I think that y'all should not do. Married folks, I don't think you should force sex. I really think it's a bad idea. You got to forcing sex on your mate. It's not natural. Now I'm about to be bipolar. You ready for this bipolarness? I don't think you should wait until you feel like you're ready for sex to have sex with him or her. Yeah. I just spend it. I don't think you should do that. There's a reason why behind that. Okay, let's talk about it. All right. If you are waiting for when you feel a need to touch your mate, he or she may not be ready. Number two, you may not be ready until weeks down the road. Yeah. May not be ready. So, waiting until you get a little horny don't work. Okay. Here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to set a time and say, "That's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I know. You know why it sounds crazy? Because y'all ain't having sex no more. Couples, y'all ain't having sex no more. Y'all are bored with each other. So here's what you have to do. Some of y'all had kids. You're too busy. Some of y'all got jobs. You're too busy. Some of y'all put your church before your family. You're too busy. All right? So you got to set a night for sex. You're like, I heard that before. It didn't work. You didn't want it to work. Do you not know that in the Jewish Bible, right before the Sabbath, that God ordered them to have sex? The Shabbat, I think it's called. Yeah, he ordered them. But y'all say y'all reading a Jewish Bible. Okay? Yeah, it's beautiful over here. That's Little Italy. So this is Surrsville. This is the part of Surrsville. I don't give y'all the privilege of seeing. But this is my beautiful town here. This is Surrsville. Okay? And I'll take y'all to the ruins. This is ruins here. This is where it was really tall, about a few stories high. Okay, so let me go back. The Bible So y'all supposed to be doing it. Number 2, I don't know what number I'm on. Pick a night for sex night. You're like, what? That sounds so robotic. Y'all ain't having sex. And the fact that y'all ain't having it, it's dividing you guys. Yes. Let me take you back. Here's what's happening. You guys met each other. You got sexually attracted to each other. And you guys was having sex every time you turned around. Y'all was knocking boots. Bumping knees. Y'all was bumping heads. Yeah, I said heads. Y'all what? Okay? And then what happened was you got busy with the vicissitudes of life. And then what happened was you got caught up in things that had nothing to do with the both of you looking into my eye or nothing like that. You got caught up with each other and you decided, we'll have it. And you kept doing that. Week after week kept going by. And he gets into bed with you. And all he does is reach over to touch you. He reached over to touch your arm. You didn't respond. He reached over and touched your leg or your toes. You didn't respond. He reached over and to try to kiss you. And you said, not right now. I got to hit it. Okay. He says, all right, no problem, babe. He laid back down. Guess what's going on? He's now feel probably the worst rejection a man could feel. He feels horrible. I don't think y'all understand. When you take away from a man something that God put in him, he feels unloved. He feels unattractive. And then he will begin to spend that energy doing something else. It doesn't mean he's got to go out and find another woman. No, that doesn't always happen. Although it happens quite a bit in some families, but in some families it don't ever happen. He ain't thinking about that. He don't want to ruin the good thing that he has. But when you reject this man, you take your body from him, he will replace it with other little things, okay? Number 1, possibly pornography. It is easy. It is free. He will get it. And once he get it and get used to watching it, he will replace you with porn. Even when you're ready to give it to him, he will replace you with porn. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to help you out. Okay. Then there are some men who's not into that porn because it's such an emptiness to him, so he won't replace it with that. So what he will do is he will begin to toss and throw things. He will begin to fight with you over things that makes no sense. He's taking it out on you. What did Clarence say? Clarence, that's what Clarence said. Clarence says, when you only see one child being born in your church by youth, married couples, something. That's Rachel. Oh, that's what he said. I'm sorry, I missed that, Clarence. I don't have the right glasses on. Okay. He's going to be throwing stuff, possibly. He's going to tell you he don't like this, he don't like that. He don't want to go to your mother's house for Christmas or Thanksgiving. He's going to be taking it out on the kids. He's going to be spanking them more. He's just not going to be himself. Why? Because he's sexually frustrated, and you have removed the satisfaction of doing that with him in marriage. You are in error. Except you have a physical problem, medical problem, or you're fasting, you are in error. Okay. That doesn't always happen with men because women have the same issue with sex. We take it from you. This is one of the halls here, a historic hall where the Masonic Hall used to be here, and right here, it's like the marquee of the town. Okay, I'm in Sursville. I'm the mayor here, by the way. Okay, so why fasting, Craig? Are you asking why is she fasting? Oh well, I'm only telling you what the Bible says. First Corinthians, go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. It talks about giving due benevolence with each other, those who are married. And then except there is a time where one of y'all want to go into fasting, and so to fast means to withhold food and sex, by the way. Fasting is not to continue to have pleasure. Fasting is to go without pleasure. So scripture says fast. Why was fasting in your list? Oh, Craig Weatherall? Yeah. Hey, Robert Taylor. Oh, fasting in my list? I'm giving everything that's in my list. So there are some couples who may want to fast. There was a wife who may want to fast, or a husband want to fast for whatever reason it is, and you should leave them to themselves. You get that? Yeah. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good. This is one of the stores here. This was the corner store right here. And I used to come here. See this store here? Had an awning to come down when I would come here and walk in the park. And it's got your to you. It's got the book the cases where you had all of the fresh fruits and vegetables and what have you. And they recently closed the store. I felt so bad. It's the last corner store that's in the neighborhood. Me being the mayor, I should reopen it. There's the old RC sign. I don't know if you can see that old RC sign. Yeah, from the 1960s. Okay. I'll continue. Sorry about that. Yes, so a man wants to fast, and the Bible says, let him fast. But here's the thing. You withhold sex from him, but it says only do it for a short period of time. Why? Because he will be tempted. Somebody gonna want to jump in. Y'all don't understand that. I see it a lot of it because I've been married before, where in church the women knew that I wasn't getting none. I walk. The women know when your husband ain't getting none. They got the greatest discernment on the earth. And the women folk in your church getting ready to mark time. Yeah, they can smell it. They can tell by the way he act that you ain't giving him none. And they're going to move in on your man easily. Why? Because when a man is without and you withheld it from him, he easy. Oh, it's on. She about to break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, and she's going to be subtle with it, and she's probably piling up with you right now. Might be your best friend. I don't know. But it's some woman who know you quite well, and some of y'all have told your secrets, and she moving in on your man. Ladies, y'all talk too much about your man and in your bedroom affairs. You tell too much about where the mole is on his body, and your best friend is about to move in on your territory. Why? Because men are bulls, and they always ready. Okay. So, like Melissa said, shut your mouth. Stop talking about your men's sexual desires, because y'all might break up one day, and guess what's getting ready to happen? This right here is a memorial. It's a beautiful memorial of World War I, Afghan War, Korean War, Vietnam War. It's just a great site. It's this neighborhood have a lot of veterans here. This was a school that George Pullman built in the 1800s for the workers. Yeah, for the workers who lived in this town. I'm now the mayor. Shall I continue? So you guys are now waiting on one or the other to feel something in their flesh so that sex can happen, and it don't always work that way. Why? Because y'all used to do it without thought. You went to bed at night and bam, y'all was knocking it. You was throughout your day, and he came home and y'all went into the restroom and did it because the kids was playing in your bedroom, or they was watching TV in your room, so you went in the bedroom and got a quick nookie. Yes, you did. You got in the car, you drove to a park, and y'all did it in the back seat. Y'all was having so much sex, you just didn't. Almost every day y'all was having it. And then what happened? You got caught up and got busy doing other things, and then that every other night stopped. And then y'all started having sex once a week, which is fine. That's fine. If that's the best you can do, that's actually good. But then unfortunately that once a week turned into once every 2 weeks, and then once every 3 weeks. I'm trying to tell y'all what I know. Okay? Then that became a problem. So what happened was you got used to not having sex. And the fact you got used to not having sex, you began to mentally be removed from each other in other kind of ways. You don't understand how sex, coming together sexually, actually bonds you together. Spiritually, obviously, naturally, socially, and all kind of lead. Okay? You don't understand how important it is. So you think you're fine, but you're really not. And you're not. Okay. So let me help you out here. Ha ha ha! Wait, look. Look at this. I'm being followed by my very own. I see this guy with his hair. I said, why he look familiar? Are you watching me, man? Look, no. He watching. I don't know if I should be walking with you talking about this subject here. He's still a little boy.
I think I tuned in at the wrong time.
Y'all, this my son right here. Are you gonna follow me or what, man? You can't be with me talking about this. You got a ring on your finger, man. You got. He on here. I don't even see you on here, man. Where you at? Let me see. See, people. There he is, Davion Welch. That's Davion Welch. There he is, y'all. He's there. He followed me to the park, Surfsville. That's.
I stay in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. But anyway, now I know where you're at, man. Davion Welch. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I got interrupted. Later, what y'all saying? I better put my other glasses on because I don't know what's going on. Anyway, everybody know me. I'm the mayor of this town. Everybody just want to walk up on me and say, "Hi, mayor. Hi, mayor." I'm the first black mayor, first of all, of this Surfsville. So there is a disconnect. Okay, here's why sex is important for each other, to each other. Okay, you ready? Here it is. You are exposing yourself to someone that you trust. That person takes the sex position and makes you feel loved. And he do things to your body that makes, first of all, you feel good. You begin to trust him. Then you begin to tell him you like this, you like that. So you have exposed yourself to this man. Okay? So, because you did that, you now become one with him. That's why the Bible alluded to when y'all laying with prostitutes, you become one with them. You become married to them in a sense. Okay? All right? So, married couples, there's actually a strong bond that happens during sexual intercourse. Strong bond. Spiritually, strong bond. Okay? Number two, when someone's inside of you. That is a like a break-in. How do I say this? The inside of you is a place that is protected by you. Okay? It's protected by you. You protect it like the strong bars of a city. And once you let somebody in there, what happens is the person that's inside of you, I'm talking about a man, the person that's inside of you, he's feeling the connection to you, because in his mind, psychologically, what's going on is he's saying, wow, she let me in that place that she has protected for so long. She trusts me to be inside that place. She's looking at me with pleasure that I'm in that place. Yes. All these things are going through his mind without him telling you that. He's showing it to you, but he ain't telling you that. That's what's going on. Okay? It is a bond. It is a marriage. That's why now I understand why the Bible said it is a marriage, because you become partners. Partnership. I'm not changing my glasses because y'all typing. I want to read it, and I can't. It's getting darker out here, and I just don't. Oh, I can see all y'all's. I can see y'all's bone marrow now. Yes, Apostle Hartman says transferring spirits. That's exactly what it is. Two become one, Craig. There it is. Healthy soul tie. Shantae, why didn't I see all this before? I was blind. I couldn't see. All right. What else? Charlie says, I was so young and naive, told a lady my stuff. She tried to move in, but he wasn't having it. Ooh, I love that. You can listen without clicking on your... Huh? What? Oh, Lady Rochelle, it's not that you have to remember they're lonely and want to know what made you so happy. Okay, y'all talking. Women go after married men more than single men. All right, let's talk about that, Melissa. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Angela, you gonna think of what? You gonna think of that one? Well, you can think all you want to, Angela. You can think of that all you want to, but let me tell you something. It's true. It is absolutely true. I'm a man, so I know. It seems like, to me, that a lot of married men are being hit on more so than single. Okay. We haven't checked on the stats. We haven't checked the numbers on that. But I would not be surprised if the numbers line up to what you're saying, Melissa. When I had the ring on, the ring I thought was a bug repellent. It was not. It was a bug magnet, as long as I wore the ring. Why? Because the ring said to her that he's safe, that he's secure. I know where to find him. It is attractive that he is a family man, so he has responsibility and security and all these other things. It's psychological to a woman. Also, there are a lot of women who know they can get any man they want to, both single and married. So these are whorish women. So they just go out and they just see who they might devour. Yeah. Proverbs 5:7 says the adulteress hunts for the precious life. Shantae, that's exactly it. It says that once a man, he's sitting there and this woman is winking at him. She's batting her eye at him. I'm kind of paraphrasing what Shantae is saying. The Bible says, beware of the woman who does this. So she's luring him over to him. All right? Most women could do that. So he comes over there, and what happens, she tricks him and traps him in her bed. Okay? Now, she's married, because the Bible says she is. She's married. And she gets him in there, and then she reduces him to paper, spoil. After she had not after he had his way with her, after she had her way with him, he is reduced to nothing. Then it says, the husband finds out that this happens. So then the Bible makes a comparison, says that if the man stole an item in the married man's house, then all the man who stole have to do is replenish it. Okay? Give it back, maybe sevenfold. He's punished, but then he's set free and he's forgiven. But what the Bible says is, but if that same man takes a hold of his wife, that man, the married man, goes after this man and he wants blood. The Bible says he wants no ransom and he wants pure death. That's how much it hurts when a wife gives herself to another man. When a man gives himself to another woman, the wife asks him the question, do you love her? When a wife gives herself to a man, the husband asks her a different kind of question. You know what he asked her? He asked her, was he good and was he better than me? Ain't that something? Ain't that weird? Ain't that weird that he won't ask the same question, do you love her? No. It's almost like he don't care if there's love there or not. He want to know how good was he in bed. That's what enrages men after they've discovered that their wives went out on them. And when you understand these the comparisons of the sexes, then you'll know what to do, what not to do, and how to communicate with each other. Demetrius says the students at the neighborhood thought academy could care less about a ring. Men are thoughts. Triplet, boy, you stop it. Women have to make sure she take care of her homework so he can get out. Yep, this is y'all. See, y'all preaching here, preaching. Buddy says I ain't got nothing to do with. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. So you need to have sex with him as much as you can, and vice versa. Now, it should never be forced, because if it's forced, then what is the interpretation of force? What's the interpretation of the force? It begins to become a chore, and then what happens is he say roll over, you roll over, and then bam, missionary style, and then y'all done, and it becomes a chore to both you and him, and before you know it, he gets tired of it, and then he gonna move on. He either move on to find someone a little more freaky, or he ain't gonna touch her. He just gonna stop doing it altogether and find something else to do. He might take up crocheting. I don't know, but he pretty much done with you. It becomes boring. It should never become boring. Now, how do you get it back up? How do you spice up the stuff? Okay, here's what I learned. This may sound like some new age mumbo jumbo, but I'm gonna tell you what I learned. Okay, I got two glasses, two bits in one. Okay, let me tell you what I learned. Yeah, Demetria, rape. No, I'm not saying don't y'all rape each other, please. Don't. I'm going. She going back to my earlier point. So y'all's comments coming in late. Okay. Yeah, rape. He gonna take it. If it's boring, he gonna take it. Okay. Number one, I think y'all should be honest with each other about what you want with each other. Because if he wants you to go down to the South Pole, have y'all seen those zebras or those giraffes? You see how long their tongues out and yeah. If he wants you to turn into a giraffe and go visit the South Pole, okay, and you don't think it's a sin, you should let him do that. Oh no, you should do that for him. Yeah, you should. Yeah, see, because I know what y'all always saying, that the bed is undefiled. Okay, I get that. Everybody used that, but the Bible didn't go into not much other details. Because my next show is oral sex. All right. Now, my initial answer to that right now is heck to the yeah, it's fine with God. All right. You want me to go into details about oral sex? That's the next show. Because some of y'all are too deep and too holy to pleasure your man or your woman. And guess what's happening in our marriages in the Christian home? They're breaking up. And statistics have shown that many of the marriages are breaking up because of a lack of sex. Y'all not having it anymore. First lady is tired because the pastor gets up in the pulpit and talk about she's the cream in my coffee and all this other stuff, but he ain't knocking boots with her. He too holy. Women call the house for counsel, and he spend more time counseling these women, but the wife is in the other bedroom because they got 2 bedrooms. She sleep in that bed, he sleep in the other. Yeah, I went there. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't care what you say. It's getting dark out here, ain't it? Getting dark real fast. I don't know why is it getting so dark. Okay, Joe, let me see what I got to switch glasses because I'm gonna tell y'all what you need to do to get your life right. Joe Hill say, you've been reading my book. Waiting for sex to be sexual is like getting in the car on a cold Chicago night and expecting it to be warm. You have to keep your woman's engine warm and weak. Ooh, step up, man, and start dating your. Ooh, Joe Hill. Joe, I miss you, man. I need you to know that. I truly miss you. I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna have to talk about that later, but you're my heart. And I just need you to know, brother, I truly miss you. Dimitri Pitt says, huh? Oh, Lord, whatever. Make sure you read up on the medical findings on that. Yeah. Well, you talking about oral sex? Shantae? Okay, you need to tell me what you're talking about because oral sex is fine with a but. B-U-T there. There's a but there, and I'll have to do that on the next show. Oral sex is the fire starter on a cold day. In marriage, I believe the sky is the limit. Angela John says, come on, y'all, come on. So, let's go back. I don't believe everybody who write books. I'm walking. I don't believe everybody who take polls saying somebody gonna win this. You see, we got Donald Trump, and the poll says that Hillary Clinton was gonna win. Every poll said it. Now, she won the popular vote. She did. But the polls also determined that she was going to sit in the White House because of the Electoral College. That didn't happen. The poll says that drinking red wine is not good for you, and then you turn around and say it is good for you, then it says it ain't good for you. Yeah, the poll says eating a raw egg is good for you, it's build muscle, then it said it ain't good for you, it causes cancer and all that. Polls this, polls that, man write polls, and man write books, and man writes periodicals and concordances, and I let the Spirit of God help me to understand, is this right or is this false? When it comes to oral sex, that's another show. So here's what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, as I shut this down. Okay, because I know y'all getting ready for Bible study, and I don't want to mess this up for y'all. Y'all sitting in Bible study right now saying, Pastor, I can't talk about Ezekiel right now because I'm trying to get my love life together. So Walter, the mayor of Surgersville, is out here talking. Okay, here's what you need to do. So sex outside of marriage is okay, because we know what is happening. What? Sex outside of marriage? What are you talking about, Triplet? We ain't talking about no sex outside of marriage. Hey, the street lights are on. Aren't you supposed to be in the... Buddy, I'm on my way. Okay, here's what you need to do. You need to slowly start kissing again. Y'all remember that show I did about we don't kiss no more? Y'all stop kissing. Here's the problem with men. Your woman put on her nightgown. It's sheer. She went to Victoria and all her secrets and she didn't put on Victoria's Secret because she want to have sex with you tonight. She put it on because it's hot in the house. And she just wants some of the wind, the air to blow in. She built her own personal air conditioning system, okay? She don't want you to touch her. And she will give you the vibe that, don't touch me right now. I just want to lay here, okay? So she lay there, and then you go to trying to touch her, okay? And you want to go right to the penetration. I don't know no woman yet who just wants you to just mount her like a wild bull. I just don't know them, unless they're some prostitute who's trying to make a quick dollar. I don't know them. So, y'all ain't kissing your women. You ain't talking to her. I ain't saying you gotta wine and dine her because you ain't got no time. Y'all already, it's bedtime. And you know what, man? What makes a woman hot under the collar is when you consider her. You consider her day. You consider her hair is brown, but she made it light brown, and she expected you to see that she only changed it from dark to light. Like men got this amazing sensory perception, okay? And you need to discover that it's now light brown. When you discover that, oh man, it's ready. It's hot off the presses. Yeah, see, when she wants you to realize that she painted her brow, okay, and she didn't draw outside the line. She kept it in it straight. She wants you to recognize that. Yes, she do. She wants you to recognize that her going out to the workout world, LA Fitness, worked, because when you held her in your arm, you're like, oh, you're lighter. Oh, man. Oh, you're getting some. She wants you to consider every little bit that you can. So you may have to do your own investigation, because many men don't really pay attention to this. Why do you think they don't remember when the anniversary is? Why y'all got to set clocks and alarms on your phone? Because you don't remember your anniversary. So, the lights are coming on. Y'all see, when I said lights, let there be, and the light just came on. See how God is? See, I'm the mayor of this park. I have the power. Okay? So, then it looks like she's interested. Don't go ripping her clothes off, man. That is so unromantic to her. You just don't care. It's time to do some kissing. It's time to hold her hand. It's time to talk to her. Tell her how much you care. Talk about, finances. Talk about something that really interests her. And then just reach over there and just kiss her. Now, here's the thing that I learned. This is something that those people over there over in the Asian territories, this is what they do to stir this back up. Okay? He comes over to her, and he kisses, and then she kisses him, and y'all do some heavy petting, and then you stop, and go to bed. Y'all like, huh? That ain't no good sound advice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. See, because if y'all continue and go into the penetration and all that stuff, and then it's over with, now, since y'all had it that night, I'm talking about after y'all haven't had it for a while, since y'all did it that way, now you won't get it again for another 4 weeks. Because she made her a chore. It's like checking your to-do list. She checked it off. Oh, he good for another 4 weeks. Don't do that. Heavy pet and kiss her and go to bed. Hold her at night. Whisper in her ear something, but hold her until she go to sleep. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I learned this the hard way. I was married. I know how it worked. Hold her. And she gonna go to sleep. Let her snore. If she got it, let her just pass gas. Let her do everything that her body naturally do. Let it do. Just cover your nose if you have to. Because women do that too. Just cover your nose. Because y'all had a big dinner that night. Just Cover your nose. And let her have her way. Let her be ministered to while she's sleeping. All right. The next day, y'all go somewhere. Take her somewhere. Yeah. And then, at the end of the day, not only are y'all kissing, but it's okay. Reach for an important part of her body. Not the lower regions of the earth. No, don't do that. Go for her breasts. So what if she got some and don't have anything? It don't matter. It don't matter. Most women who don't got them, they still got some feeling. Find that spot. And find out from her body language if it's okay. She'll tell you it's okay or it's not. All right? And you go there. Gentle. Caress. Heavy petting. And then stop. Repeat. Hold her in your arms. Speak in her ears. Tell her about your day or her day. Ask her how her day is. Let her go off to sleep. And repeat. Hold your nose. Okay? All right. Next day. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's popping. Oh, the kids got to go to bed early that night. Yeah. Don't watch Johnny Carson. Don't watch Jimmy Kimmel that night. No, that's too late. The Late Late Show? No, don't. You can't watch that. No. You. It's time. You see that? Y'all ever watch that Kung Fu show where he had to, and he said, "Now knock this off my." If you could do that, you're now ready, grasshopper. Yeah. Yeah. Demetra, what question did I ignore? Because I see you. I see you. Okay? Not Pitts, but the other one. So, the next night, it's on. It's time for penetration. Thank you, Craig. This is called marinating. Y'all are chefs. Y'all cook. Y'all taste your food. Y'all are good at doing stuff in the kitchen, but you can't do nothing in the romance kitchen? You don't know how to marinate and cook stuff and fry stuff and flip it over and fry the other side and toss it in the air like pancakes? I mean, how y'all gonna be great chefs, but you don't know? Okay. All right, so this third day, you penetrate. Now here's where the men get upset. What's your question, Demetra? Because I don't see it. Can you put it up there? Because I don't see it. You said we should break him off. Some Triplet, where? Is she feel you are feeling the flame, Triplet. I'm reading both your messages. Put it down there again so I can read it. So okay, I read that already. Okay. This third night, penetration. But guess what? Brothers, don't climax. I'm walking. Ooh, it feels good out here. Ooh, it just feels good in Surfsville. It's good to be the mayor. Don't climax, brother. Don't do it. Because once you climax, depending on what kind of man you are, depending on how high your testosterone is, depending on if you took some kind of sexual aid, don't climax. Because if you do, you're done. Don't do it. Try not to let her do it either. Now, there's some women who have multiples, so you may not be able to handle that. You in there, and then bam, she's exploding. Why? Because this is the third day. She been wanting you day one, but you said no. I'm gonna be patient with you. We in the kitchen. Don't climb in. Pull out. Put her in your arms, and y'all know what to do. Let her have her way. Okay? Oh, but the next day, you're going to have to call mama and tell her, can you watch these kids? Yeah, can you watch these kids? And then you're going to have to tell your boss, I need to go home early. Why? I just hired you on this job. Didn't you want this job? Yeah, I did. You want to go early? Yeah, I want to go home early. I don't understand. You begged me for this job for 6 weeks. You've been unemployed all year. Now you want to go home early on the first? Yeah, I want to go home early. Are you okay? You got a doctor's appointment? No. I just need to go home. Okay? And you go home. Come on, man. Come on. All right? Now, you at home, kids gone. And you put on Luther and his Vandross. All right? It depending if you want Luther, or you might want to put on Caught Up in the Rapture of You. Okay? It don't matter. All right? Don't put up no Makeup to Breakup song. Don't do that. Don't do that. The lyrics got spirit to them. Don't do that. Don't put on nothing too fast. No. Make sure it's in the key of C sharp. That's a great sexy key. Okay? Make sure it's around that time. C or C sharp will knock you out. Okay? Go there. Make sure that the mixtape that you put on ain't got no Mahalia Jackson mixed up in there. See, because I know some of y'all's phones. See, my phone got gospel and jazz. It's got inspiration. And it got some R&B in there. Don't put that playlist in there. That's going to mess you up. See, because when it's time to stroke it for me, then talking about some Amazing Grace. No, you don't want that. You don't want Richard Smallwood talking about some I lift my hands in total praise right after Luther went. Look, you don't want that playlist. No. Go to YouTube if you have to and put in the Luther playlist. Now, you might not want to do that either, because after song 2, you're going to hear a commercial about, do you have a problem with keeping it up? Well, Viagra just got a sale on 3 tablets. Okay, you don't want no interruptions. You don't want, so you're going to get, unless you got YouTube Red, I think they call it, wasn't. Yeah, okay. Truly, what you saying? So this advice is for the single pew members in your congregation too, because you know most people enjoy candy. No, it's for the married folks. You know good and well an elder not supposed to be talking about some single folk having sex. What's wrong with you, triplet? What's wrong with you? You know better than that. You know. No single folks supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. Although you know that's what we doing. I ain't as crazy as I look with the 4 eyes. So I know the brothers and the sisters are out there knocking all kinds. Matter of fact, can I say this? I think most single folks are having better sex than married folks. Can I get an amen with that? I bet you single folks are having better sex than married folk. Now, ain't that a shame? Why y'all got going? What y'all got going on? What you talking about? Yeah, Diamond, I know it is a shame, but it's reality. You see, out here in the park, I talk about reality. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong, it's still reality. When I'm called to y'all's churches, when y'all have these little meetings where you have men on the panel, okay, you got men on the panel and the women in the audience, and y'all ask the men, why do men so-and-so, why do men so-and-so? And then I always come with the truth. I say, we do this because, or we don't do this because, and the women say, that ain't true, that ain't true. And I say, how the heck you gonna tell me, a man, what's in my mind? If I called you bitter, you get upset with me. Why y'all think that all black men are? Well, we might be incorrect by calling y'all's bitter. Y'all may not be bitter. But why are you going to tell me, after asking me a man question, that ain't what y'all thinking? So, it's my job. Hey, Madison, it's my job to tell you the truth, whether it's right or wrong, meaning sin or righteous. I'm still going to tell you, single folk are knocking boots like crazy, and the married folk are jealous. Yes, they are. They are absolutely going crazy because they go home to some stuck-up wife or husband who ain't giving them nothing because they got bored with each other, and the singles are having a great time. Whether it's wrong or not, they still doing it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Stop playing because they think they know it all. Man, y'all, I don't know what to say. Some of y'all are too holy. You too holy for your own underwear. You don't even want to see your underwear when you take your clothes off because you afraid that you might burn up after seeing because you're too holy. Ask no questions, tell no lies. Come on, Craig. Yeah, Angela, I'm early because it's such a beautiful day out today. I just want to do romance in the park. All right. So the fourth day, break it off. Break off that piece. Get you some Snickers, satisfy you. I'm trying to tell you, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. On that third day. Now I'm enjoying. They got nuts, but mines, they don't. Get you some on the fourth day. Tear the room to pieces, the both of you. And that next day, you're going to be talking about it as if it was World War II or Vietnam War, and you're going to be telling stories about, baby, you remember what happened? I remember that day. Seemed like it happened yesterday. I know. And he could be talking about, oh my God, baby, you was the greatest thing. I have never experienced such a week with you. Oh my, he going to start speaking Shakespearean. He going to be saying words that he ain't never heard in his life. He going to be talking about some constipation when he really trying to say concentration. He going to be saying stupid words. He going to be speaking in unknown tongues that even God can't even interpret it. God's like, what? Wait a minute, that ain't in my manual. He going to be speaking stuff, and I'm telling you, if you just go back and do your first works all over, because you knew you were screwing before you got married, so what happened when you got married? Was there a curse put on you when you said, I do? See, now I'm getting ready to get rightly indignant because y'all getting on my nerve. You're getting married and all that stuff. Stop. Now you're holding up somebody's sexual life. He's just like, really? I did this the right way. I married you. Now you withholding it from me? Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. What you said, pitch? No, just a triplet. You're saying there is simply an attempt to sex him or her into commitment when single. Yep. Women think their hotspot possess the magic, yes, to grant their wish. Yes. See, triplet, you need to come out here and walk with me because this is crazy. It's crazy. I'll be hard to preach if it's on the same. It'll be hard to preach. Diamond. Yeah. Y'all crazy. But you're right. You're right, triplet. Did y'all see what she said? Women think that their hotspot possesses the magic genie to grant their wish. No, ladies, no. It ain't happening. If you're going to give up the Nicky. Ooh, Nicky, you so fine. If you keep giving that up to him, thinking that that's going to be his pathway to marriage, I laugh at you in your face. I laugh at you hard. That is the craziest delusion on earth. It ain't happening. And for some of you women who got the man to do that, to marry you, he gonna show you how much he don't really like you. He like your body. And then when you pull away from him, your body, because you're gonna get tired of it, then he gonna really show you how much he care about that marriage. You tricked him. And he gonna show you how much he appreciate it. Oh, it ain't good, y'all. Yes, Tasha, no more sex. There's a question behind that. You came a little late. Charlie Harris says older people have tried to make it seem like sex was nasty, and I know we didn't get here, but yep. See, I know, you're right. That's not true. A person can be attracted to you in all ways. Tasha, what are you talking about? Yes, they can be. Wait, I don't know if you're answering me or answering them. I don't know. No more. They forgot one of the main reasons for marriage is so men don't have to abstain. Let me tell y'all something. Can I say something to y'all? Since y'all here. It's about 23 of y'all here. Let me tell you what the Bible said. Okay? More than sex is what I'm saying. What, more than sex? Yes. Oh, okay, Tasha, let me help them out. All right. People come together non-sexually because there's something in their hearts that beat for each other. They want to be together. So they come together, they go out on dates, and they might even kiss. I'm trying to tell you from my experiences. My first love, I didn't want to have sex with her. I didn't want her. I wanted to kiss her, hold her hand, walk down the street with her. I wanted to just be in her presence. That's it. I was 16, and y'all said that's impossible for a 16-year-old boy who would want that. You don't know me, because I've always been 10 years older than what I am. I'm in my young 50s, but I'm really in my 70s, okay? So yeah, I know my math didn't add up. I know it didn't. But I'm trying to tell y'all, people come together because they really want each other, they love each other, and sex is not the part. All right? So they don't have to be married to be together and be going out on dates and what have you. As long as they're not touching each other sexually, they don't have to be married. Did y'all hear what I said? I don't care what your theology is saying. Nothing that says they got to be married. Then the Apostle Paul says, I would rather you. He says, if you can't contain yourself, he said, I would rather that you be like me, really, be single. But if you can't, then it's better to marry than to burn with passion. He's talking about sexual passion. That's why y'all got married. Now, I know y'all going to fight with me on that. You think I care? You need self-control in marriage as well. If you have a problem with lust, marriage won't cure that. Shantae, these women trying to marry these pimps, thinking they're going to change him. You ain't going to change him. He's now a married pimp. And y'all, something wrong with y'all. Sex is even better when it's the person your heart's beat for. Yes, Tasha, Patrick, now you preaching my gospel. Yes, there it is. We hear you. The human brain is the biggest sex organ. Get his, ooh, to be a triplet. Okay, I'm trying to tell y'all, I was madly in love with this woman. I loved the very ground she walked on. Whatever she had told me to do, I would have did it in a heartbeat, would not have thought about it. But I was not sexually attracted to this woman. I just wanted her mere presence, like y'all do when God is in the room. You just want the Holy Ghost to be right there. You just want to feel his anointing. That's the way I felt with her. No sex. Never asked her for it. Didn't want it. And if we had continued in that light, then I would have asked for her hand in marriage, and then sex definitely would have happened that night. Okay? But I just wanted to be in her presence. But I would have had to marry her in order to go further in that relationship. Yes, that's the word, sapiosexual. Yep, yes. Be in love with that mind. That's why they said, who said that the mind is a terrible thing to waste? I think they eventually changed it. They don't say that anymore. The Negroes, something, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And they changed it. They could have kept it the same way. They didn't have to be politically correct, because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Because, oh man, if I'm in love with your mind, ooh, you got me. You got me. You got me mystified. Okay? So try these things out. You married couple out there, we know y'all ain't having sex. Come on, we singles. We know y'all ain't, thank you, Elaine, United Negro Fund. We know y'all ain't having sex. We know it. We see the frustration. We see it. Y'all not having it. Something happened. There's a disconnect. Whether it was the kids or your job, or you just lost attention for each other. That poll went out the other day and says that these couples, many couples, break up because of if you ask someone today, what is the #1 reason for separation or divorce? I think 90% of y'all would say finance. Well, 90% of y'all are living in the old time, in the old poll taking time, because it's not finance anymore. Nope. The #1 reason for breakups is he's just not that into you anymore. She is bored stiff with him. They're tired of each other. They're bored. They have an opportunity to spice it up, but many times, once they're bored for so long, there's no returning. You can never get it back. Some of y'all saying, that's not hope. That's not, I'm trying to tell y'all through reality. See, I'm a realist. I'm trying to tell y'all, in many cases, not all, in many cases, once he or she is done with that person, they are done forever. And they will never return, and they will divorce. They're done. And every time they see each other in public, they want to vomit. They are done. Don't even try and reconcile. Try to get them back together. They're done. You can't force something that's lost, that's been lost in the man. You can't force it back in him miraculously. Unless God does it, do it, you can't do it. All the counseling in the world can't get them back together again. They got the Humpty Dumpty spirit. It ain't happening. That's for those couples. Then there's these other couples on the right side who they seem like they were done, but something happened. I don't know what it was. The moon was just, there was a star over there. The Big Dipper was over there, and the ionosphere was flashing UV rays. Okay, and the exosphere was over there, and the stratosphere was below. I'm trying to tell y'all, and there was an eclipse happening, and everything just lined up perfectly. And then somebody had a sparkling eye, and they fell in love again. That happens a lot, but not in all cases. Be real, y'all. Some couples can never be counseled back together. They're done. This is happening with couples who are swinging. Yep, Shantae. Yep, yes. Because once you replace each other with something or someone else, then you pull further and further and further away from that person that God has instituted. You pull further away from them. Now you're captivated by this new person or this new thing. That's it. You're done. So you're pulling yourself away from this person, and you're pulling yourself closer to this other person or thing, and then that's it. Except God come in, y'all ain't coming back together. Y'all will be living in the house for years, but y'all are never ever a couple again. Never. Say what you say about me, about this theology. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all not living in the real world. I know it ain't no Christian swinging. Diamond. Can you imagine that, Christian swingers? Yeah. I'm telling y'all the truth. Too many couples never come back together. You're like, where? Look at the divorce rate. How is it the church got as many divorces as the world do? I know y'all saying there's more in the church, but the statistics shows differently. I always check the current statistics before I do my shows. The church have just as many, not more, but just as many divorces as those in the world. Why is that happening? Ooh, there's a disconnect. Spiritually, there's a disconnect. I'm hearing this from those who practice open marriage. Shantae says, Danielle, I'm trying to tell you. Daniel, I'm trying to tell you. It's unfortunate. I'm trying to tell you. Penny Knox, blessings to you. The church has got us caught up in the rope-a-dope. All right? Here's the thing. I want to make sure ain't no pastors around here. Okay? I want to make sure no bishops or apostles are watching me. Because somebody already snuck up on me. My own son snuck up on me. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all go to church. And from 11 to 2 o'clock, what's going on? Do you not realize that there's more segregation going on inside the church than any place that I know? Sunday is already the most segregated day of the week. 11 and 12 o'clock is the most segregated hour. But within your church, there's segregation of the sexes. Why? Couples don't even sit together in church. They don't even worship together in church. No, they don't. You're like, well, because he on the deacon board, and she on the missionary board, and she the mother, and he's the musician. All kind of excuses, right? Yeah. If everybody working in the church, so then it gets to the point where I look at my church and I see couples who are not working, but yet he's sitting over there and she's sitting on the other end of the church. They're not even working. They're just sitting in the audience, and they're not even sitting together. Guess what? That's the way it is all week. Yep. So the church have developed an atmosphere of divorce. I wish I had my contacts on, because I'm tired. I can't see with the. I'm trying to tell y'all. My contacts got mailed to me. I'm gonna say it again for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying. Diamond, I'm looking at your Diamond Allen. I'm looking at your profile picture. You doing like this? Y'all should see her profile picture. It's almost like she's watching me live. Okay? Again, the Pentecostal Church, Dwayne Madison, has set an atmosphere for separation and divorce. Why? Look at the sermons. Look at the lack of programs for married folks as well as singles. Your singles ministry is headed by a married couple. Oh, man. Your youth ministry is headed by a woman that's 75 years old. Oh, Lord. Y'all have marriage retreats once a year. You charge this amount where many of the couples can't afford to go, and y'all go to some place where white folks own. And what y'all do at the retreat? Okay. And some of the women come home and fuss at the husbands. All right. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I went through. Y'all don't want to listen to me? I don't care. You are correct. Some don't wear rings, don't speak to their spouses. You sometimes don't know who belongs to who. You don't. That's right. The engaged are left out of both. Yep. Come on, Latricia. I'm trying to tell you. The church have been designed to break up homes. So you calling him a home wrecker because he's messing around with your wife? Nah, baby. The church is the home wrecker. They ain't gonna share this show. Y'all ain't gonna share this show. Y'all ain't gonna share this show. I know you're not. LTT, what you saying? And on top of that, I know a first lady that tells husbands and wives don't sit together in church. This is between you and God when you come. You see what I'm saying? Buffoonery. Now y'all getting me hot, and I ain't talking about sexually either. Y'all messing me up, man. Y'all messing me up. Let me tell you something. If you and your wife or your husband only come together for prayer and worship on Sunday, that's where your problem is. I ain't gonna get this shared. Shantae, they're not gonna share this. That you need to define ecclesia because they don't know what that is. When they say we're going to church, they don't realize you're already at church. I'm at church right now. I can't wait to get to church Sunday. Really? You mean you can't wait to take the church to a building? That was just, man, she's out of order. That's something Satan will do. Can I say this again? If y'all ain't praying with each other at home, reading the scripture with each other at home, somebody's out of order. So then you go to church expecting the church to keep your family together. That's the place where families are divided. It's a perfect storm. And the only time they're going to talk about family restoration is when there's a problem in the home. Now he's got to do a sermon on family restoration. In many cases, it's too late. If I ever become a pastor of a traditional church, you best believe there going to be so many married folk in my church. The single folk going to be like, what about me? Well, come on in. we got something for the singles. We got something for y'all. But let me tell you something. If I ever become a pastor of a traditional setting, you best believe the married folk will be trying to break the doors down. I'm going to tell that musician, all right, the singing is over. Where your wife? She back there? Go back there and sit by her. Or tell her to come up here and sit by her. and y'all read the scriptures together. Y'all do whatever you can. And I ain't gonna just do it on Sunday. All week long, I'm gonna be calling folks. Say, hey, bruh. I ain't gonna call you sisters. I'll let the first lady call the sisters. But I'm gonna be calling the brothers. Brothers, hey, how y'all doing? How's the relationship doing? Oh, I'm gonna be checking. I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna be so nosy. I'm like, okay, when the last time you took her out, bruh? Well, here's some money. What y'all doing right now? Well, me and first lady, we're going to Applebee's. Y'all want to go? You see, the married couples feel that the church really don't offer them really much as a couple. As individuals they do, but not as couples. There's the problem. And they only do this once a year, couples. That's why I like my church, because a lot of couples sit together. A lot of couples do stuff together, and when the pastor make this man or this woman over a particular department, you know what he do? He put them both over the department. My pastor, Bishop Moody, family man. He says, okay, you're now over the YP. Your wife is over it too. The both of y'all got to work together, or I don't want you working by yourself. You're both working in this department. That's why I like it. That's the way it's going to be with me if I ever get called to that position. And I'm asking God, please don't call me to be that. I'm fine being just y'all's pastor. I'm talking about my YouTube family. I got members over there at YouTube, all right? Church, house of any Lord. Yeah. I know. Yep. Come on, Shante. Yep. I'm calling. Right, no 900 meetings a week. Hey, doggy. That's a beautiful dog. Look at her. Aw, look at the dog. That was like a Alaskan Husky or something. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Shante, ain't gonna be a whole bunch of meetings. I'm sorry. We have family night at our church Wednesday. You come if you want to, but the family sit together in Bible study Wednesday. That's it. Next time y'all see each other, Sunday morning. That's it. That's the way I like it. Our church ain't open all week long for all these meetings. Now y'all they do have these little things voluntarily, but no, oh no. I ain't playing that. No sirree. No. I'm not going to be responsible for breaking up y'all's homes. Family is set on the back burner at the expense of church meetings. So, your unsaved husband is at home and you at church all the time, and you come home and he wants some nookie. I'm going back to the subject matter because y'all took me all around the corner and back. He wants some nookie, and guess what? You like, pastor say, and you talking about all the stuff that happened in church, and he like, you know what? I don't want to ever go to church. And then your pastor bragged, because I've been there. I had a pastor who bragged about he's the greatest counselor, marriage counselor in the world, but 80% of his missionaries had unsaved husbands at home, or they were separated or divorced. But he was the greatest counselor. And his own children were going through separation. But he bragged to me and my wife that he was the greatest marriage counselor in Christendom. But 3/4 of his church was divorced. I said, just because you and your wife been together for 50, 60 years don't mean a hill of beans. I see people always getting up there bragging about how long they've been married. Yo, quantity ain't the same as quality. Your 50, 60 years of being married could possibly mean she didn't want to divorce you because y'all got a house and bank accounts together, and she didn't want to lose out on any of that stuff, so she just barren. She's putting up with it. She's settling. We've been married for 60 years. Yeah, but she's miserable. She be winking at me from across the room. 50, 60 years. Longevity means nothing. Y'all still romantically broke. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm going to shut this down by saying my parents, I think I saw my mama join, is probably the, well, not probably, is the perfect example of that I've seen in romance. My own parents. I know kids don't want to see their parents being romantic. I know we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to see, like, oh, my parents at it again. Ugh. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Evelyn and Lawrence Jones have the greatest relationship that I have ever seen in a couple. Only coupled with maybe Barack Obama and Michelle. That's the only extra example that I've seen. There's Barack Obama, Michelle, Pastor Moody, and Mary Moody, my pastor's wife, and my mother and father are the three examples that I saw in perfect romance. And they up in age now. They senior citizens, and they love each other more now than they ever have before. They can't live without each other. I'm talking about my own parents. I went on jobs with my father, and he could not stay away from the phone calling my mama. We at work, and he'd say, oh, I need to put your mama on the phone. Hey, baby, what you doing? And he ain't want nothing. He just wanted to hear her voice. Who doing that today, young folks? You see, that's the kind of stuff that will get you what you want. Yeah. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna have to quit now because I went too long. Yeah, I'm done. Latricia, I think I'm done. I've upset it enough, folks. And it's been an hour and 16 minutes. I said I was going to do 30 minutes, and now I done turned into a lying prophet. All right? So please, married couples, stop rejecting each other. I've been there. Frustrated, laying on my stomach, trying to stop the pain. I ain't talking about ouch pain. I'm talking about the pain of, you know what I mean? Wondering, when is my wife gonna stop having a headache? I was young and foolish and didn't know how to wine and dine and be considerate of my wife. Instead, I just turned it on and turned it off. I didn't understand. I suffered because I didn't know no better, and I didn't have no man to say, okay, let's go for a walk. See, I'm taking y'all through Surfsville, taking y'all for a nightly walk because there's some of y'all going to get married again, or some of y'all are married now, and I'm going to show y'all what happened to me so that it won't happen to you. So if I just had a man who would just say, Brother Jones, you got married, good, let's go for a walk. Let me tell you what's getting ready to happen. Let me tell you what's not getting ready to happen. Let me tell you how to talk to her. Let me tell you how to live peaceably with her. I didn't have that. Part of it was my fault because I didn't seek it. I thought I had it all under control, and I spent many a nights on that bed with this beautiful, fine woman and all that beautiful body. Sometimes she's naked, sitting next to me, laying next to me, and I'm sitting like I can't touch it because she won't let me. Not because she don't like me, it's just that I just didn't set the mood. I ain't know no better. Suffered and suffered and suffered. So, here I am, telling y'all what you need to do. Spark up your lives again, sexually. Find what works for you. Don't wait until she horny and then, because it may not happen for weeks, brothers. Find out what works. Somebody said, write a letter. Aw, look at the dog. Look at the doggy. Surfsville is a dog park too, by the way. Write a letter. Boy, this is a hot topic on Facebook tonight. I know, Angela, I know. But this is Romance in the Park. And I had a whole bunch of y'all watching, so apparently you need to know something, okay? Most of y'all can teach this lesson, all right? Write a letter. Write your loved one a letter. Says, here's what I like. Here's what I desire sexually. Here's what you can do for me. You're like, that's stupid. Well, you're going to continue to watch porn or go take cold showers, or you're going to go for long walks because you don't want to try nothing. Write a letter. Make sure she knows from you. Or vice versa, ladies. Write a letter. Say, here's what I want. Here's what I like. This does this for me. And if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Write me a letter. Let me know. And then, y'all share notes. It still works. Before the internet, that's what we were doing. Do you know how romantic it is? I don't care if y'all live together, meaning y'all married. I don't care. You know how romantic it is to sit down at your desk and write a love letter to your spouse? Write a letter. I'm talking about a handwritten letter, not this fancy stuff going on I almost said word perfect. I'm talking about whatever y'all word processing thing is. Okay? Write a letter. Handwritten, not typed. Don't go down there to Best Buy and buy a new printer. No. Write a letter. Your handwriting. And then make sure it's 2-3 pages. Got it? Whether you do both sides, that's fine. Okay? And then get you an envelope and a stamp. Lick it. Okay? Spray some perfume on it if you have to. And walk to what's called a mailbox. They still have those things, by the way. Mail your letter. Even if it's to your same address, because you know y'all married, mail it. 2 days from now, depending on how quick your system works, it's gonna come back with his name on it, and he gonna open it. Don't tell him it's there. He gonna see it. He gonna see it, and he gonna open it, and the perfume gonna hit him in the nose, and he gonna be like, "Wow!" I'm trying to tell y'all, he gonna be blown away, and he gonna read it in the man cave. He ain't gonna read it in front of you because men don't like doing that. He gonna read it in the man cave, and he gonna have a thought pattern. He gonna think, wow, she went through all this for my attention. Watch him get right. Even if he get it right just for a few days or maybe a couple weeks, it don't matter. It worked. And if you gotta do it again, do it again. Let me tell y'all this. When I was married, don't tell nobody this. When I was married, my wife said, she came in my office, I told some of y'all this, she says, I want to talk to Elder Jones. Y'all remember me telling this story? I said, Elder Jones? She said, yeah, I want to talk to Elder Jones. I says, oh, I get it. I says, okay, when you want to talk to Elder Jones? She said, I don't want to talk to him right now. I want to make an appointment. I said, okay. She says, can I talk to him tonight? When I get off work, can I talk to him tonight? I says, yes. She said, but I want his collar on. I said, oh, yeah. She said, I don't want to talk to my husband. I want to talk to Elder Jones. She said, I want him to put his collar on, and I want him to put his robe on and his elder ring. He put his robe on, his class A, and I want to talk to him. I said, you sure? She said, yeah. I said, okay. That night, I robed up. She came in my office. She says, am I talking to Elder Jones? I said, yes. What may I do for you, daughter? She said, I want to talk about my husband. She said, my husband ain't doing this. My husband not doing that. My husband not doing this. She says, so tell me, what can I do to get him to do these things, and how can I make our love shine? And there I was, sitting there, baffled. She got me. The reason why she wanted to talk to Elder Jones is because when she asked to pray with Elder Jones says, I'm busy. El Jones says, wait till the news is off. El Jones says, I'm typing this letter. El Jones says, I'm going over this song. But when the phone rang and Sister Slewfoot called and said, Brother El Jones, will you pray for me right away? Father, in the name of Jesus. So she said, I want to talk to that guy. Because Elder Jones seemed like he gives the ladies more attention than my husband Jones. Oh, she got me good. Got me good, y'all, got me good. So, there I was, Elder Jones, talking to my wife in my office. And I gave her the best advice that I could find in scripture and in experience. And she said, thank you, Elder Jones. You're a good man. I'm sure you're a great husband to whomever you're married to. I said, yeah. And she left the office. I took off my Class A, my rope, my ring, my collar, put on my pajamas, went and got in the bed, and she said, I had a meeting with L. Jones. I said, you did? She said, yep. He gave me some good advice. I said, okay. And she began to tell me, repeat back to me the advice Ella Jones gave her. And I got right. I got right, y'all. I felt this low. I said, Ella Jones was right. And I repented to her. I did. Now you're like, well, why the marriage ain't working out? Why didn't it work out? Well, that's another show. That's a whole nother show. But I said all that to say that women got amazing, clever ways of restoring that men don't think about. So I said, write the letter. It actually works. Talking to Elder, whoever your husband's last name is, talk to him. If he's on his job, whether he's a counselor or whether he pick up a hammer and hit nails, okay, talk to that man when he's got his work hat on. Watch how he act differently. It works. Try it. You'll like it. Okay? Hit the share button. Happy sex life to you. I don't want to know about it. Don't write me no letters and show me no pictures on how good it was. I don't want to know about it. Just say amen. Roll over, get you some sleep. And hopefully tomorrow, depending on how y'all roll, it might be even better. Or take a break for a couple of days and go back and do your first works all over again and find other ways. There's other places. There's other ways. There's a plethora of things that you can do. Oh, yes, it is. I just want to save one marriage at a time. If I could, I didn't save mine, but I sure would love to save yours. Happy sexing. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.